Flies are insects that belong to the order Diptera, which means two wings. This is because while they have two pairs of wings, the front pair is larger and more developed, while the hind pair is reduced and functions more like oars on a boat, allowing them to maneuver through the air with ease. They are considered to be one of the most widespread and diverse groups of insects on Earth, with over 120,000 known species worldwide. And today, we'll be sharing 8 crazy facts about these fascinating creatures, so make sure to watch until the end. Number 1, flies can land on almost any surface. If you've ever tried to swat at a fly, you know how frustrating it can be when they manage to escape your grasp just by sticking to the ceiling or wall. But it turns out this ability isn't just a lucky escape tactic. In fact, flies can land on almost any surface thanks to their specialized feet. Each foot has 4 parts, including a large flat base plate and a smaller, more flexible pretarsus. It's this pretarsus that allows flies to cling to surfaces with ease. When a fly lands, it extends its pretarsus and curls its sharp claws into the surface, anchoring itself in place. The claws are coated with a sticky substance called pectin, which helps them adhere to surfaces that are smooth or even upside down. This adaptation allows flies to land on almost anything from glass and mirrors to leaves and even the undersides of other insects. It also enables them to walk on water, thanks to the surface tension of the water repelling the pectin on their feet. These adaptations are not only useful for getting around, but also for escaping predators. By sticking to an overhead surface, a fly can avoid being eaten by a bird or other insect. It can also use its claws to hang on while it digests its food, which prevents it from being snatched by a hungry predator. So next time you find yourself stuck in a never-ending game of fly swat, remember that your foe has some pretty impressive skills. Number 2, their feet are taste organs. Flies may have evolved to be able to land on nearly any surface, but they can't exactly appreciate the view. See, unlike us, flies don't have taste buds in their mouths. Instead, they have special taste receptors on their feet. When a fly lands on something, it sticks out its legs and uses them to taste the surrounding environment. Flies can detect 5 basic tastes: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and savory. They also have receptors for other things like temperature, humidity, and even carbon dioxide levels. With this information, they can decide whether or not the surface is safe to land on and stay on. For example, if the surface is too acidic, the fly will quickly take off again. Or if it's too dry, it will look for a different spot to rest. This adaptation is not only helpful for finding suitable surfaces to land on, but it also allows flies to locate food sources from a distance. Flies are attracted to certain smells, such as the sweet smell of ripe fruit or the savory smell of a freshly cooked meal. As they fly around, they use their feet to sample potential landing spots and determine if they're worth investigating further. If the smell is strong enough, they'll land and start eating. This unusual way of tasting the world around them may seem strange to us, but it works well for flies and has helped them become one of the most successful groups of insects out there. 3, they carry diseases. Flies are known to carry a wide range of diseases and are considered to be one of the most significant vectors of disease worldwide. They pick up pathogens on contaminated surfaces or from sick animals and then transmit them to humans through their saliva or on their body parts. Some of the most common diseases that flies spread include typhoid fever, cholera, tuberculosis, and anthrax. Flies are particularly good at spreading diseases because they are so mobile and adaptable. They can travel long distances quickly, and they can breed in a wide range of environments. This means that they can pick up pathogens in one area and spread them to another, sometimes before anyone even realizes that there's a problem. For example, flies can pick up bacteria from the feces of infected animals and then transfer it to food or surfaces that humans come into contact with. They can also pick up viruses from sick people and spread them to others through their saliva when they bite. Flies are especially problematic in areas where there is a lot of human and animal waste, as well as in areas with poor sanitation and hygiene practices. In these areas, Flies can easily pick up pathogens and spread them to vulnerable populations, leading to outbreaks of disease. To prevent the spread of disease by flies, it's important to take measures to control their populations, such as reducing breeding grounds and improving sanitation and hygiene. Additionally, using insect repellents and bed nets can help reduce the risk of transmission. Overall, flies are a major public health concern, and it's essential to take steps to protect ourselves and our communities from the diseases they carry. Number 4, their diet consists of both solids and liquids. Most people think of flies as being attracted to sugary foods and drinks, and that's true for many species. However, not all flies eat the same things. Different species have different diets depending on their habitat and what food sources are available to them. Some flies are attracted to decaying organic matter, such as rotting fruit and vegetables, while others prefer animal carcasses. There are even some flies that feed on the sweat and urine of mammals. Flies typically eat liquids, but some species are also able to consume solids. They do this by using their spongy mouthparts to soak up liquids like water or nectar, and then chewing the solid food. Once they have a liquidy consistency, they can swallow the food. In general, flies are considered to be scavengers, and their diet plays an important role in keeping ecosystems clean. They are nature's way of recycling nutrients by consuming dead and decaying matter and returning the nutrients to the soil. 5. Flies are very mobile. Flies are incredibly mobile creatures capable of moving quickly and changing direction swiftly. They can travel long distances in a short amount of time, making them efficient foragers and evasive of predators. Flies are not only fast, but also highly agile. They can fly backwards, hover in place, and even fly upside down. This agility allows them to navigate tight spaces and access food sources that other insects cannot reach. Flies are also well adapted for long-distance travel. Many species are capable of migrating hundreds of kilometers each year, and some even travel across entire continents. They are able to do this by taking advantage of wind currents, which allow them to conserve energy while traveling long distances. This mobility is essential for flies for several reasons. First, it allows them to find food sources more easily. By being able to travel long distances quickly, flies can search a larger area for food and exploit new food sources that become available. Second, it helps them to escape predators. By being agile and able to change direction quickly, flies can evade predators and find refuge in hard-to-reach places. Finally, it allows them to reproduce successfully. Many fly species travel long distances to find suitable breeding sites. By being highly mobile, they can ensure that they reproduce successfully and contribute to the next generation of flies. Overall, the mobility of flies is a key factor in their success as a species and contributes to their ability to thrive in a variety of habitats around the world. Number 6, they have an extremely short life cycle. The life cycle of a fly is short and rapid, typically lasting only a few weeks from egg to adult. The process begins with the female fly laying her eggs, which hatch into larvae known as maggots. Maggots are the larval stage of flies, and they spend their time eating and growing. They can double in size within a day and are fully grown within a week or two. Once they reach their full size, they move away from the food source to pupae. Pupae are the final stage before adulthood, and during this stage, the maggot transforms into a fly. The pupal stage can last anywhere from a few days to several weeks, depending on the species and environmental conditions. Once the transformation is complete, the adult fly emerges from the pupa and is ready to mate and lay eggs, starting the cycle anew. This short and rapid life cycle allows flies to reproduce quickly and in large numbers, contributing to their success as a species. Additionally, their short lifespan means that they are able to take advantage of ephemeral resources, such as flowers that are only in bloom for a few days. This adaptability and flexibility in their life cycle allow flies to thrive in a variety of habitats around the world. 7. Flies have been around for a very long time. Flies have been around for a very long time, with fossil evidence suggesting that they first appeared on Earth around 175 million years ago. This makes them one of the oldest known groups of insects. having existed for longer than many other well-known groups, such as beetles and butterflies. Flies have been able to survive for so long due to their adaptability and flexibility. They are able to live in a wide range of habitats and are able to exploit a variety of food sources. Additionally, their short life cycle allows them to reproduce quickly and in large numbers, ensuring the survival of their species. Over the course of their long history, flies have played an important role in ecosystems around the world. They are both predators and prey, and their presence has shaped the evolution of other species. Flies are also of great interest to scientists because they are a model organism for studying a variety of biological processes. Their short life cycle and ease of rearing make them ideal for genetic and developmental studies. And finally, number 8, where there are humans, there are flies. Flies are often seen as a nuisance, but they are also a testament to the ingenuity and adaptability of nature. These creatures have been around for millions of years and have thrived in a wide variety of environments. From their ability to land on any surface to their highly developed senses and short life cycle, flies are a fascinating species that continues to adapt and evolve. So the next time you see a fly buzzing around, take a moment to appreciate the amazing creature that it is. Thanks for watching. See you next time.